Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to Cocktail Week, Day 2. Today we are getting a little bit sour because we are exploring the world of sours. That is another base of a classic cocktail. So basically, most cocktails can be traced back to their ancestors. The martini / Manhattan, the sour, the highball, these are all like basic families of cocktails. So today we're gonna look at the sour and what makes a sour. Basically, you have your spirit, you have simple syrup for sweetness, you have some form of acid, usually lemon juice, but today we're using grapefruit juice, and you have egg white for that lovely mouthfeel and frothiness. So today I am making a spin on a Clover Club. So the Clover Club is a classic cocktail. It's sour, it's frothy, it's creamy, it's raspberry-y. But I'm making something that I like to call a breakfast club. I'm sure this exists out there, but this is my breakfasty spin on the Clover Club. Instead of raspberry, we're using citrus. So we've got marmalade, we've got grapefruit, all very breakfasty items. And I'm gonna show you how to put this together. The first thing I'm gonna do is show you how I make a simple syrup for a cocktail. A lot of recipes will have you simmering the sugar and the water together, but that is wrong. Bang. Because once you start simmering stuff, you start evaporating water, and that messes with the concentration and the dilution. So this is a trick that my friend Huang taught me. Instead of simmering anything, you just take caster sugar in equal parts to water and you stir, stir, stir until it's perfectly dissolved. It also means that if you have some patience when it comes to stirring, you can just go ahead and make a cocktail at short notice without waiting for a syrup to simmer and then cool, which I think is the most frustrating thing ever. Now the simple syrup is done, we can move on with the drink. This is a shaken drink, not stirred. So I've got my trusty shaker. This drink contains egg white. So it gets that beautiful creamy mouthfeel and it's nice and frothy. If it freaks you out and you really don't want to eat raw eggs, you can look for pasteurized eggs, or you can even pasteurize them yourself. If you have a sous vide machine at home, you can look it up. But honestly, as long as it's a reputable, safe egg, you're good to go. Get the egg white into the shaker. This drink contains egg white, so we need to do this step called dry shaking. What that means is shaking the cocktail without ice in it so that all the ingredients can combine and you get to break down those protein chains in the egg white so it gets really nice and frothy and creamy. The egg white's in there, so I'm gonna add the gin. I'm going to add 1.5 ounces, which is around 45 ml. 15 ml of simple syrup, 20 ml of grapefruit juice, and if you were doing a classic sour, this is where you would be putting lemon juice, and just a teaspoon or so of some lovely orange marmalade. Jam the two sides of the shaker together, and then make sure it's tight. And give it a dry shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now I'll add 2 nice big cubes of ice. And that's another thing you need if you want to be making cocktails at home. Either you make a giant Tupperware of ice and you chip it yourself, or you get those nice silicone cube trays, which is what I have, and you make nice big cubes of ice. And you want a lot of ice all the time. Ooh, that's cold. And when the shaker gets cold, it starts to really contract. So this part is probably the toughest part of making this drink. I'll get my prettiest glass. And with shaken drinks, you want to double strain just to catch any of those small bits of ice. Now, the final touch is to add a drop or two of Angostura bitters. I never managed to make this look pretty, but I'm gonna try. It looks like a creature. Oh well. It's okay. It's not the looks that count, it is the taste. Cheers!